What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Red Corner. We've got a new member on the panel tonight. Faz, what's happening? What's happening?
You'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. That's what's happening.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Great
Get out of
to be a
there.
Liverpool
Get out of here,
fan.
man. Gents, what's
Great
happening? LG, Clem, James, what's happening, gents?
All good.
Nah, man, all good. Just annoyed that I have to answer to this guy now.
Yeah, he joined. He picked the right week to join. Excellent timing.
Yeah. It was almost orchestrated. I actually asked him last week. I think he was waiting for the derby specifically because he was like, "Nah, I can't make it this week." Derby all of a sudden is available.
Right on time.
Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. Remember to like and subscribe. Game week 3 has just gone by, and there's some tasty things that have happened here. We'll talk about. Let's start with the other teams in red. All of our teams are in red here. We'll talk about Man United last because I think there's a whole story there.
There's nothing to talk about.
There's a whole story.
Shameful.
Let's start off with the
Shameful.
big game. Sunday, under the lights, the whole world ready, watching to see Mikel Arteta's Arsenal taking on Arne Slot's Liverpool. Arsenal, who've got Joker as the final piece of the puzzle. We're looking at them with great anticipation to see, is this the year that they're gonna right the things? As I've known in my past, you can't count on Arsenal for anything, bro. Like, you can't count on them for anything. But like, they still find a way to disappoint you. LG, what happened, bro? What happened?
What happened? My manager's a coward. That's what happened. There's no two ways about it. I mean, guys, we had 4 centre backs and 3 DMs in midfield. Just let that settle, right? If I told you I'm a coach, that's how I'm setting up a team and I'm trying to win. Spot the lie. It's not happening, right? So that was the first problem. The second thing that really, really pissed me off and honestly reminds me that, yes, this is game 3, but it's season 6, game 3. Do you understand? This is a continuation of the same dross that I saw last season where we were playing Mourinho ball, except we're not getting any of the silverware, right? And he didn't learn his lessons from last season by overplaying Saka and getting people injured. And he's still doing the same crap this season as well, right? Because I found out, right? And he said this himself. That's how confident he is, right? That's the level of audacity that he has, right? He says, no, guys, Saliba came off because he was injured during warm-up. So just had to take him off.
He rolled, I'm hearing he rolled his ankle during the warm-up. And I'm like, bro, if you roll your ankle and you're gonna play a fiery game right now,
Dude, it's so stupid because you're in 4 competitions. It's game 3 of the season. Why? And to make matters worse, Mosquera didn't do that bad. He was not the reason for anything. He was competent.
Why is your boy allergic to subs, bro? Like, it felt like.
Hey, don't get me started. Don't get me started.
It felt like I was watching Ollie there, bro. It felt like I was watching Ollie.
Like, I don't understand, right? So you bought Gyökeres, you bought Eze, right? You bought Madueke, crap signing, but it is what it is. You bought him. There's nothing we can do now. He's here.
He might have been your best player on the day. Let's.
He was not right. He was.
He
Right? Because the bar was that low, right? I'm like, okay, fine. Eze had a preseason. He played the Community Shield. He schooled Liverpool there. You know, he's had a great start to the season. He's fit. The guy is fit, and he was playing in a pragmatic team, so he can defend or he can contribute at least. Why is Merida in the 10?
Wait,
Why?
what happened with Odegaard? LG, just check your mic there. You're crackling a little bit.
Is it crackling?
Yeah, just check your input there. But Odegaard, what happened with Odegaard? Because Odegaard started on the bench. I don't know. I mean, did something happen to him in the last game? Was he injured or what happened?
Yeah, he was injured.
But even when he came on, he didn't look that great. Eh? He was very off.
He was injured.
He's been poor for the past 3 seasons. I've been telling you guys this. He's been
No,
poor for the past 2
guys,
seasons.
no,
Yeah,
guys,
I'll just leave it,
no.
LG. Let's just we'll ride with it. We'll ride with it.
Same script, different Anfield.
He's a coward.
He's a coward.
Injured.
He's a coward.
Look, no, I think
He's a coward.
I'm the biggest Arteta fan here, man, and I always look for an opportunity to defend.
Good for you, Chief.
The plan almost worked, man. The plan almost worked. It's Anfield away. It's Anfield away. The plan almost worked. It was one spectacular free kick that charged him. There's the other perspective to look at, man.
Everybody knows.
Exactly.
Almost.
You know what's another
The plan
way
has
of
been
saying
almost winning the league for 3 years now.
Exactly.
And the reason, but
Another
the
way
reason,
to say almost is
Yeah.
basically saying second best. You came off second best, which is what Arsenal does. When you say,
The
it's
plan
just
was
their
second
life,
best.
it's,
Yeah.
how do you just get second? Like they just want to collect it.
It's like
I mean, it went perfect.
yeah. For me, what tells me right is like early game. Also, like I mean, it was obviously a tight game. It was a boring game. Your tacticals will tell you, no, we enjoyed the way they were nullifying each other. Screw all of that. It was a boring game, but like it felt at the beginning that Arsenal was shading it a little bit. The first half, at least, felt like Arsenal was shading it and stuff. Cool. Come back second half. Liverpool now is turning the table. Now they're shading it, and I'm thinking, okay, Arteta. This is not going the way first half was going. It's time for you to make a move. Guys,
Nope.
just stubborn. Nope.
Nope.
On a slot was the guy who threw the first dice. And like
But that's Arteta. That is Arteta. That right there is Arteta. The thing for me is you started the game and all your attacking threat, or 90% of it, is on the bench. It's there, right? It's not like you don't have a bench. The bench is there. There's talent that can turn the game or do something. They're there. They're just sitting on the bench watching. The problem with the guy is, Enquiries, where was the service? As much as we can say this guy's not doing much, he's not lighting up trees, show me one chance that he had. The guy had more bookings than shots on targets, or shots at all. Do you understand? There's nothing. And all of that is to do with the system. You can't buy a striker that scored 100 goals in 2 seasons and want to play this controlled, conservative, measured football and flip and pack the midfield with 3 DMs. Where's the creativity coming from? There's nothing. Do you understand? So I've seen defensive managers. I've seen counter-attacking football. I've seen Stoke City with the likes of Charlie Adam. There's at least one guy that can create something. Whether it's the long ball over the top, it's the perfect free kick. There's always something. What did we have? We had nothing. Do you understand? And again, he waits until forever to make a sub. And what irritates me is Eze comes on, and the first thing he does is rinse Soboslai. First thing he does.
Yeah.
And does it repetitively over and over and over again. I'm like, now imagine you started the game that way.
What's Martinelli? Let's just discuss for 10 marks. Martinelli
out. Sell him. Look, to be fair, right? He came into this league as a striker under Emery, and he banged like 12 goals in 13 games or something in his first 12 appearances, or something like that, right? And then Arteta turned him into a touchline winger. Again, with this Pep mentality and system and control freak and whatever. So you can literally see the guy's too scared to attack. He's too scared to lose the ball and get shouted and get taken off the pitch. You can't even take a man on. I mean, there was a counter where Enquiries is making a run. All you have to do is look up and release the ball and say to him, fight out with Kanate.
Yeah.
Chief, he held onto the ball, ran with it. Eventually, he almost bumped into Enquiries.
Yeah.
And then out for a corner.
That sounds very Garnacho-y. That sounds very...
Garnacho's better.
I know.
Sorry,
that's
Garnacho's better. Garnacho is better.
Those sound like my former problems.
Icon. So yeah, I think for me, it showed that one manager put his nuts on the table and said, hey, first half is done. I'm going to tweak a couple of things and go for it. He went for it. He opened up the midfield, opened up the game, got Verts into the game, and he said, I'm going for it. Yeah. And what did we do?
Yeah.
What did our manager do?
Yeah, Mr. You'll never walk alone. Three games out of 3. Perfect record. How did you see the game?
I saw it exactly how it needed to be seen. I saw it in the Liverpool results. Like that's that's all. That's all.
That's
Like
all that
guys, I
matters.
think I think you guys need to understand one thing about Liverpool and Slot, especially under Slot. Actually, exclusively under Slot. What I've seen from last season and now it's a repeat. It's a a repeat thing where in the beginning of the season, it doesn't matter how we get the results. We just need them. The football's gonna come around November, December, and then from there on in, it's saucy. Hopefully, this time we don't fall off at the end of the season like how we did last season, but that was a depth thing. But now we stacked, but we'll get to that. So the way the game played out is exactly how I saw it. That's why, if I'm being honest with you, I was like, I'd rather come and join the show after that because, like, it's important, like, to come in on a high. Arsenal deflated. Hearing tears, like that's exactly what I expected. I had time to go
Wow.
find my old
Wow.
T-shirt, clean
Wow.
it up.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Like
You
I
only have
just
one
knew it.
first impression.
You know what I mean? Like
Wow.
I just knew it. And the thing is, it has nothing to do with Arsenal as a club itself. Well, currently yes, but it has everything to do with the coach. Um, I don't know what Arsenal, and I said this in the beginning when Arsenal hired Arteta. I was like, why the
Why?
hell would you go hire the
A
guy
novice.
who, yeah, who would be nothing without Tim Cahill? Like you wouldn't know Arteta if Tim Cahill didn't exist as a footballer. Like you wouldn't know him. Like
This
if
guy's
like why would you hire that guy? What do you have to learn from that guy? He was a set piece merchant at Everton. Like he punished teams only because he had a Tim Cahill that he could cross to at um at Everton. And then Arsenal bought him and they were like, yeah, we have a Van Persie, but then it was like, no, but Van Persie's gone now. And then it was like, okay, who's he gonna cross to now? And then we saw that he became a penalty merchant. Arteta only then became relevant to Arsenal fans every time it was a penalty. Like, and then it was like, okay, he's gonna go take the penalty. And I was like, this is the guy you guys are hiring. First of all, I didn't understand when Pep hired him, as an assistant. But then I was just like, okay, it's fine, it's an assistant. Sometimes we have Gio Van Broncos, like that's another Arsenal fucking flop. Sorry for the language, but like why would you hire this guy as the first team coach? What is he going to like? What does he have to say to Odegaard? Like what does he like prodigy Odegaard? Like what do you have to say to him? Like what do you say to him every day? And then when I saw that show of this, like that shameful thing where they played the Anfield speakers, I was just like, these guys are never
Yes.
going
Yo,
to.
yo, yo, yo.
They're never going to get the promise.
This
They will
guy's
see the
opening
promised
wounds. He's
land.
opening wounds.
Exactly.
Yo.
They will see the promised land,
Ah.
but they shall not enter as long as it's
you
him.
know, when a man attacks a coach from his playing days, man. It's
Yeah,
great,
those are hectic. Those are hectic receipts, man.
bro.
It's just like,
Guys, I've
why
been
is
Arteta out for 3 seasons. Out.
But the thing
Get
is,
out.
but the thing
Get
is,
out of
but
my
the
club.
thing is, but the real truth is, Arteta's not going anywhere, man. It's like, how do you reconcile the frustration? How do you reconcile like the frustration of Arteta? This guy has done 6 seasons, man. For all we know, he has another 6 seasons of being a fraud in it. How has he managed to do this for this long? Do you know what I mean?
Because of Arsenal fans.
Yeah,
Because of Arsenal fans. He's able to stay this long because of Arsenal fans.
But I
it's
saw
Excuse
something.
after excuse
It's
after
crazy.
excuse.
I saw something that they were saying Josh Kroenke was like, "No, now I've given you everything that you've asked for." I don't know if it was just the post or whatever,
1
but
billion.
I think I've
1
given you
billion.
everything that you asked for. Now we expect something. And I mean, surely
I'd love a
Arteta
boss
can't
like
complain
that,
now.
man.
He can't
It's 2
complain.
seasons too late. He's gonna complain. Don't watch. He's gonna complain. Don't worry. He's a fraud. That guy. He's gonna complain. Watch. I mean, this
I
guy,
would-
dude. He lies. He said, yeah, in the past 3 seasons, Arsenal has the most amount of points accumulated. City has the most amount of points.
Yeah, it's like you would have.
It's a liar. I believe that the best team in Europe got knocked out in Champions League last season. Liar!
Arteta
Liar!
Trump.
Pathological, compulsive liar. Do you understand? I never said I don't want a striker. Yet you've bought 4 left backs. God knows how many defenders.
Yeah.
Liar! Absolute liar.
Yeah.
I can't. You guys know my
And now
stance on
he's
Arteta.
got your players lying as well. I mean, I saw Raya complaining about the ball like it was Jabulani. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is where I
Clown.
take
It's a
it.
new,
Sorry.
it's a new Puma ball.
Clown.
You know, we're used to the Premier League having Nike balls. Now it's a Puma ball. We don't know how. Like,
The same Puma ball that you had during preseason, the same Puma ball where you didn't complain when you beat Leeds United. That same Puma ball.
The manager set
Get out
the
of here.
precedent last year. What was it? Carabao Cup.
But I said, didn't I say so, Tish? But I said this clown is setting ridiculous clownish precedents in our club. And now people are complaining about the football. The football. Liverpool was playing with the same ball. What are you talking about?
Isn't this a repeat? Didn't Arteta drop this line about the ball last season as well?
Yes, Carabao Cup would got knocked out. Yes.
Same story.
Yeah, no.
It's a disgrace.
Sick and tired.
Yeah.
Sick and tired.
Yeah,
Get him out of my club.
So yeah. Look, that's not gonna happen. I think sit tight, hang tight, advantage Liverpool in the title race.
It was advantage Liverpool when the season started.
No,
Before.
it was, but like you still have to play the games, right? Now the games.
Yeah.
Not certified.
Participation trophy settings. That's all it is. With Arteta, we're not winning it.
Chelsea in second place there. What? Liverpool's at 9 points. Chelsea's on 7 points. Arsenal's on 6 points, tied with Spurs and Everton, whatever. But still early days. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think it's gonna be one of those seasons for you guys. You guys need to find a way to bring Jokeres into the game, bruh. Because
How do you bring him in? How do you bring?
Get
Like,
rid of the
guys,
manager.
we need to talk about Portugal. Like, they need to be taxed by UEFA for all the sins they've committed over the last 3 years. Like, there's no ways that league has pump faked so many teams with João Felix, Victor Jokeres. We had Nunes. And then the most successful player to come out of there in the last 4 years has been Luis Diaz. Can you believe that? Like, nah, dude. There's no getting Jokeres into this. Like, Jokeres, I've seen him now with my own eyes. I wasn't caring about that Leeds game. I've seen him with my own eyes against Virgil, against Konate. Konate who's half-minded about Madrid. You know what I mean? And Konate was bullying him. I was like, oh no, this guy is going to have a tough time against
No, but I think I slightly disagree because Jokeres in Liverpool has 6 goals already this season right now because you guys will get the ball onto him for him to score. So the guy can finish, he can score. That's not the issue. The problem is I have a manager who's coached the team to pass in like a half circle around the box, and then somehow spam the ball into the air. Like this guy's a fantastic target man or something. Like the guy makes runs all the time. He's running the channels all the time, but nothing's happening.
And you're not. A striker is gonna get tired of making those runs and nothing happens.
Exactly.
And then he's gonna stop saying, "Screw this." But Jokeres had that thing even in the Portuguese league where he was stat padding across lower league teams. He was struggling against the top teams. So let's see. But I mean, Arsenal does create chances.
5 against whatever those teams are.
Yeah, Arsenal does create chances. They must just create them
from
for
corners.
Jokeres. For Jokeres. On that poetic, you guys were done by a set piece, like we were saying, a taste of your own medicine. How are you guys? Because I think last season, you guys were the biggest set piece. You conceded the most goals from a set piece, so somewhere up there. So it's like you guys have the set piece coach, and you guys, the set piece is a penalty and all of that stuff. But like you don't work on the defending of it at all.
Guys, I mean, never in a million years did I think that an Arsenal club with any manager would spend close to $1 billion under one manager, and the best we have to offer is a long throw in a corner.
Yeah.
Just imagine. Anyway,
I like it.
Sick and tired of this club. Let's move on. Go.
I like it. Hey, now onto that other red team. Hey. What a week. What a week. Started off with the Carabao Cup. Grimsby Away, League Two. You know, League Two is the first professional league of football in the pyramid, in the English pyramid. Below League Two is like down to like non-league stuff. So these guys are the first guys who are getting a salary from football, but it's not obviously it's not a proper salary, but like a stipend. They're getting a stipend. These guys. They signed a player the night before. Is the player that they got in trouble with the registration. This guy, they just signed him like the night before. He's playing in the team. They beat us. Afterwards,
Farmers. You guys lost to farmers, plumbers, electricians, lawyers. I'm sure there was a bartender that just finished his shift there and joined the game last minute.
Yeah, and there was Amarim trying to figure out, trying to decipher his own system. You know, it's like, Chief, you don't even understand your system.
So
We're just as confused as you. You know.
So here's the thing: we know how it went down. I was pissed. I'm sure you guys were. That was the night that made me turn on Emery a little bit. That night I was vexed. I won't lie. I wanted this guy gone. It was like the emotions were here, right? But then, like, also you step back, Clem, James, right? It's Grimsby, right? It's Grimsby. You put out a team there. Is Amarim at fault? Like, do you need a coach?
There
first
we
of all?
go.
Do you need
There
no
we
wait
go.
no.
There
Do you need
it
a
is.
coach? Do you need a coach to beat Grimsby? First of all, do you need a coach?
No, I think
Guys, I've already said this before, and I already want to move on. Freak results happen.
We just started. What's going on?
Freak
We
results
just
happen.
started.
Freak results happen.
Ah.
Full stop.
But
I mean, freak results just happen. Just think about it. Like, remember the World Cup? Saudi Arabia beat Argentina, who went up to win the World Cup. These things happen. Yes, Grimsby won via penalty shootouts. It's a freak result. It happens. We move on.
This man just wiped out all the context. Like his manager's not rubbish.
That's the thing. Like last year, Arne Slot lost to was it Preston? Arne Slot's Liverpool lost to Preston last year.
Not the same.
But you can say that's a freak result. I think
That's a freak result, yes.
Because of the context that we're in. It makes
deserved.
I hear you, but it makes it difficult to accept it as a freak result because of
But
the
it
surrounding context.
These things happen, Joe. They happen.
Yeah.
They happen to the best managers. So for me, it's like
Nah.
it's a
were
freak
you?
result.
So
Let's just-
what were your feelings on the night after the game, knocked out or whatever? How did you feel?
Personally, like again, I was like, fuck, this thing happens. I've seen worse painful nights. The not champions, Europa League was painful. Not this one with Spurs, but the De Gea one. That was painful. This one is that thing of, okay, we are out. Were we going to win it? We don't know. Let's just move on. But for me, it's a freak result. We've seen more painful things. It's more painful losing in a cup final via penalties than, we just rocked up here. Onana is on holiday in our goalpost, giving away goals for fun. Then we miraculously come back, and I'm like, it's penalties. It's a lottery, so anything can happen.
Yeah.
Clem, how did you take the result?
I was most disappointed in the guys who got a chance. I mean, Amarim did. He rotated a bit, threw some guys in, and then Kobe Mainu, man, in that moment he just stunk out the whole place. And I think for me that was most disappointing. Even Xerxes as well. You got a nice strong run, and you're expecting stuff from these guys now. So I think everyone must take some finger pointing. I don't think it's just on. I think Amarim, at least we know the problems that we have with Amarim, but then it's like some of these guys, Ugarte as well. Ugarte and Mainu, that's the alternative midfield arrangement, right? We have problems in midfield, and it's like, okay, guys, let's try this out, and then it was a complete mess. And it's like now for sure in the next game, Casemiro, you're back in because these two clowns are not serious.
Yeah.
And then that's what was most disappointing for me is, and then of course Onana as well. It's like Onana, the transfer window is still open, dog. Like we can still replace you. Don't do anything stupid. You know what I mean? And then he goes and does exactly that. So also, so then you understand. Amarim says sometimes I hate my players. It's like You know, the kind of the a few days after that, when it sunk in, I was like, Amarim, I kind of understand what you're saying. Because these guys are just impossible.
Guys, let's be honest here, right? If it comes out in 5 years' time that Onana was involved in a match fixing scandal at Manchester United, will anyone be shocked?
Oh man.
Far from it. Far from it.
Man.
But you see, my point was valid then about saying, guys, this system is crying for a goalkeeper and a centre mid. Goalkeeper simply because goalkeeper must just do a goalkeeper's job.
The system, no, but the goalkeeper is not even the system here. It's just this team. This team. Because the thing is, Amarim doesn't need his goalkeeper to do anything. He's not asking you to be a sweeper. He's not asking you to.
Guys, do you hear this? All those waffling. Do you hear this?
Just keep the fucking ball.
Let's take it back. Let's take it back for a second. I need you guys to understand who you guys lost to, right? Like, Tish, I like how you introduced this, right? I was watching Sky Sports today, and it was just like God just telling me what I need to tell you guys, because maybe you don't understand this. Grimsby plays EFL Trophy, right? Now, in case you don't know what EFL Trophy is, that's all the teams that are not expected to do well in FA Cup, like to be televised in FA Cup or Carabao or whatever. They get a chance to play another cup that's called an EFL Cup with teams like Aston Villa under 21s, Tottenham Hotspurs under 21s, Nottingham Forest under 21s, Manchester United. There might be a chance that Manchester United beats, the under 21 team, gets a chance to play against Grimsby in that same cup later on in the tournament, and they might actually win, just to show that they might actually be coached by a better coach in the academy. Like, it's that bad. You guys, that's why I say it's not the same thing as losing to Preston last season. You guys like lost to a team. I love what LG was saying, where it's like it's farmers and accountants and all that stuff. That guy that got brought in probably had to take the longest taxi ride to get there. There was no plane. There was no private plane. Just to go play United, you probably got paid in Doritos and McDonald's just to go and play against you guys. And you guys lost. That's what should hurt. It doesn't matter whether it's a system and it's a freak result and it's what it that is painful for me, watching my rival go through this. It's just like, just dive in. Like, as a club, just die. This is not who I remember you guys as. Like, it makes me question what we were, where it's just like, is this who we really love?
That's exactly who you were. In that 30-year period, don't. That's exactly who you were.
Zero chance. Like, this was bad.
Andre
like,
Veronin.
Bad. You guys are like the counter Wrexham. Like, whatever's going good for Wrexham is the opposite for you guys. It's just like you guys are trying to make your way down while they're trying to make their way up.
Just respect the 3-point collectors, please. We collected 3 points this weekend. We are in the top. We are in the top half of the Premier League table.
First time in 6 months.
We are like 4 places above Manchester City. Let's respect.
Like, you guys conceded to Lyle Foster. Like, let me.
We've got Luke Shaw there, who lets him run past him and just like leaves him and chills.
Listen.
Luke Shaw literally just looked at him run past.
But you know, I think our real problem is, you know, in the space of this week, we've kind of played all 4 of our first team midfielders, and it doesn't look like we have an answer. Hey, that's the problem. And like, you know, I don't know, maybe because I know James always cries about midfield, man, but it's like in 2 games, 2 instances, we've tried 2 different midfields, and there's nothing there.
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing anything about players for that Grimsby result. Not a single thing.
I know we're in Burnley now.
I'm not hearing. I'm not. No, I'm not done, because you guys waffled, and then Fezzer, to remind you guys that you're playing against lawyers and plumbers and things. Guys, Grimsby, and you want to tell me players? Nonsense.
Yeah.
Guys,
No.
I've seen
That's in vain.
United lose 4-0 to MK Dons. So for me, it's like,
that's not the
guys,
same.
these things happen.
That's not the same. That's not the same. That was a fake result.
League Two then as well.
This result was a function of being completely outplayed and a manager that's tactically inept and a manager who's on the worst form of your entire history.
MK Dons was also
no.
in, like James is saying, MK Dons
League
was
Two.
in League 2. They beat us 4-0 under Louis van Gaal. It was much
But
worse. It was much worse.
Louis van Gaal is nowhere near the bottom when it comes to form and points accumulated in his tenure. Amorim is by far the worst.
So that was Louis van Gaal's season. In fact, Amorim start up until this point is exactly the same as Louis van Gaal's thing. In fact, even in order of the results, the way they happened, lost the first game, we drew the second game. We lost 4-0 to Grimsby.
This season or since he's taken over?
No, he's only had one. Was it one season or 2 seasons? His first season.
Van Gaal had 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So
His first season.
Okay, so
replica.
Okay, so are we talking about Van Gaal 29 games in or Van Gaal 3 games in?
It doesn't matter.
Van Gaal's first.
Answer the question. Are we talking about Van Gaal 3 games in or 29 plus 3 games in?
No, first season with
Van Gaal at least had a midfield.
Okay,
that was
so his first season. So his first season, he got embarrassed game 3. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Game
Right.
1 you lost.
Amorim is on game number what? Quickly.
For this season, he's on
It's
game.
not the same, guys. Come on, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. 29 games, 28 points. You want to tell me that it's a fake result?
Chief. But okay, we need to move on. Put your Amorim hate in
But
your
it's fine. Let's
pocket.
move on.
We'll come back
Let's
to
move
it.
on.
And comes Burnley. I told you guys in the first episode, United games are gonna be basketball. I told you. It's gonna be 4-3, 4-2. Those are gonna be our results. It came again. Like I think our thing is right, and I don't know whether this is like a false dawn because you look at Liverpool and they're nowhere near the top of any of the stats. In fact, Liverpool almost have a negative XG the way they are, but look at what they're scoring. But you look at XG created, United is top. Touches in the opposition half, top. Shots, top. Everything, we are top. But we're just not scoring the goals. We're just not scoring the goals. And the thing is, last season, it felt like if we could just score the goals, then we'll be there. So I'm wondering, is it still like a false dawn? Is it more of last season? Or are we actually better and we're creating now and we just need the forwards to find the shooting boots? I don't know. What do you guys think?
You guys are still shit.
Look, I think
We're 2 points behind you, buddy. We're 2 points behind you.
Let's talk in December and let's talk in May.
2023, 2024, 24 matches, 5 goals scored. In the championship, 2024, 2025, 28 games played, 2 goals. 2022, 2023, championship, 11 games, 1 goal scored. 2025, 2026, Premier League, 3 games played, 1 scored. You know who that is? That's our boy here. Lau Foster. I love Lau Foster. And that's who you guys let just like bully you guys. Like that's that guy.
Yeah.
Like you guys let Veronin in like that.
yeah.
Nah,
So
yeah.
So just to respond to your thing, as in, just to try and understand what's going on with United, is for all the progress that there is, where it's like we have what appears to be a forward line that can actually kind of attack and score goals. Our problems, it's like we've almost regressed in some of our weak areas. Goalkeeping was bad last season. Now it's just a complete mess. Defense were napping last season. Now they're fast asleep. In some of these moments, and then it's like 1 step forward, 3 steps back.
Yeah. But
It's almost like the whole thing has regressed under the manager, doesn't it?
Yeah, you
No,
compare
no,
by
no, no.
looking
I
at
think
an
I think
empty
we are we
account.
are we are definitively better than we were playing last season. We are definitively better, and I think it's just that you just need that once that floodgate just opens just a little bit. I think
You'll
we'll
drown.
see.
Yeah, but
You
you'll
know,
drown.
we've always had goal scoring problems in a sense that I'm taking back to Ten Hag because there was a
Yeah,
season where Rashford mastered everything, where he was
yeah,
just having a purple season.
mm,
And then the moment that those goals dried up, you
yeah,
couldn't see where goals would come from.
yeah.
You roll into the season where Amorim came in, same problem. Rolling into this season, and like I said in the beginning of the season, I just see the same things where number one, the question is where are the goals going to come from?
Mm,
Yes, I understand we've got this new front line, more touches in the box, so
yep. Good luck.
quality of chances. Are we
200 million
creating
spent in attack,
frequent
and men are
quality
still
of
asking where the
chances?
goals are coming from. That's
No,
sad,
the
man.
goals are gonna come from those guys. In fact, I think the last time we were scoring freely was under Oli, his first season. That was the last
Yeah.
time. That was the last time we scored freely. But we'll come through. Benjamin Chesko is not fit. You can see that this dude is not fit. You can see he didn't have a preseason. You can see the way, even just the way he's running. You can see his whatever. I think he'll get to fitness. That's fine. Xerxes was basically he didn't have a preseason at all. I think that Grimsby game was his
Mm.
first proper game, and then he did a cameo against Burnley, so he'll get some fitness. Mbumo didn't have he had a tight. I think he played the last two games of preseason, but he also because of his saga thing, he missed quite a chunk of preseason as well. And you
He
can
looks
see
sharp
now.
though.
You could in this last game he looked sharp. The first couple of games he looked a bit whatever, but like you can see he's getting up to fitness there. Cunha's been causing havoc. He just needs to find his shooting boots. So like for me, what I'm saying, I can see that these guys are gonna click. This is not Ganacho here. This is not Rasmus. You can see that these guys are doing the things that need to be done, and Bumo stretching defenses, Cunha with these maverick. You can see even Shesko. You can see that this dude knows what he's doing. He just needs to get up to speed and whatever. I think so. I think the goals will come. The
Okay,
goals will
what
come
I
about
just
from
hope
that
for your
Mason?
200
sake.
million.
I just hope for your
What
sake
about
that
Mason
Hoyland
Mount?
doesn't outscore Shesko. I'll laugh at you so hard.
He will. He will. But come on, he's in Syria. He's in Syria where McTominay is the MVP. He's got Kevin De Bruyne and the mighty Scott McTominay
Yeah.
creating for him. He's gonna score. He's gonna bag.
And a world class manager, just saying.
And Conte's a world class manager. He's got him. So he's gonna
Look,
bag. He's gonna bag.
just another question for me when you look at the whole makeup of United's attacking kind of like players. This I go back to this question of Bruno, man. Bruno's position and where he's playing. So initially it was a case of Bruno's playing in 8, he should be a bit more advanced, but now it looks like we're playing him deeper out of necessity, as in he might actually be the best option. But perhaps Bruno actually deserves or belongs in the mix with more of these attacking players higher up the pitch.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If only
Definitely.
a
And
manager was flexible with his tactics, right? He could find a way to make it work. But alas, 210s
But
maximum, right?
but I think look, the reality is if you're gonna get Bruno up there, you have to drop someone. You have to drop Acuna, you have to drop Mount, we'll see. Mount is potentially
Mount started
injured. We
well.
don't know. Mount has been fired this season. He's been
He's
doing
been good. Yeah.
but I mean, if you take Mount out, you put Bruno up front there, then you could put Casemiro, Kobe,
Sorry, did you
Ugarte,
guys say
Kobe.
Mount has been good?
Mount has been better than Florian Wirtz this season. Definitely. Definitely.
This is
I'll
what
give you that
happens
one for free.
when
I'll give you
this
that
is
one
what
for free.
happens when people have been eating chicken, unseasoned chicken breasts for 2 years trying to get buff, and then they fail. Then they taste the healthy lion, and they just like, oh, this is better than KFC. Like, did you guys
is the
say
best chicken
Mason
ever.
Mount has been good?
No, Mason
Good,
Mount has been good.
like I've been watching United. I only missed one United game, and that I even said I told you guys I'm not watching this. I'm actually done. Like I've watched you guys, like, and Mason Mount has been at
Mid.
best mid. Yes, at best mid. Like there's no ways you guys can talk anything about Mason Mount like this season so far. Definitely not last season. Mason Mount, guy, he was the first one I would have gotten rid of before Garnacho, before anyone else, before Sir Rashford. Like I would have gotten rid of Mason Mount because that shouldn't be what Man United stands for. I'm sorry, you. I've seen you guys
No,
win
but to
cups
be
with
fair, last season,
Fletcher or
yeah,
Shea. Like Mason Mount is not going to be your John O'Shea. He's not going to be your Darren Fletcher. He's not going to be your Michael Carrick who comes alive and becomes a superstar player out of the blue. He's not going to be your Sylvester. He's not going to be that guy, that team player that gels you guys together. What is he doing there? Like, what does a Mason Mount do? Like, what does he do?
A few flicks, 1-2s here and there
Even
that
at
lead to nothing.
Chelsea,
Important flex. He unlocks. Yo, did you see the flex that he was doing in the Burnley game? He was canceling 5 men at a go. But
Burnley.
yeah, no, but
Relegation fodder.
you can only play who's in front of you. You can only play who's in front of you. Mason. Okay. Mason Mount in the Arsenal game was showing.
It's Arsenal.
And by the way, we were crap that game, by the way. We weren't good.
You can only beat what's in front of you. We didn't beat
Yeah.
it, but like you can only play what's in front of you.
yeah. But look, Mason Mount is the least of our problems. Of all the problems we have.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what the manager does. I suppose we know he's not going anywhere now. We know he's gonna be here for a while. So it is what it is. We keep going on, and we'll see how it goes. But it's good to have 3 points on the board finally.
Yeah,
Finally.
yeah. Top half. Let's go.
Yeah, top half. Just
Yeah.
skim through the other results. I think just in the interest of time, we'll just skim through the other results so we can talk about the meaty stuff. City, Pep Guardiola.
Amen.
Finished.
Are we side eyeing?
Amen.
Are we side eyeing there? What?
Finished.
I'm ready
guys.
for the coleslaw and the potato salad. I'm ready for a funeral, man. Like bye, Pep. Goodbye. Like go away. You never come back.
Guys,
Slaughter account.
if Arteta's doing 6 seasons, guys, I think Pep has some time. Pep has some
Goodbye,
time.
Pep.
Pep, it's awkward for Pep because
He's
as
gonna
City,
decline.
you can't fire him. You can't.
Yeah, you
So you
can't.
have to
You
hope
really
that he
can't.
decides to walk because you can't
Why
fire
can't you
him.
find him?
But I think
Why
at
not?
least,
Why can't you find him?
would you?
Nah,
would
they
you?
can't.
Yeah, you can't.
You
That guy.
can't
That
That
find
guy
him.
made you relevant.
You can't find
He
him.
made you
Sentiment
relevant.
is what ruins football.
No,
Learn from
no,
a guy
no.
that held on to Wenger using sentiment for way too long. You get rid. Get rid.
But this is not Wenger.
You
This
can't,
man. This man won
We don't care.
6 leagues in 7 years.
Hmm.
And
He
10
did a
years ago, you would have
four-peat.
said to me, Arsene Wenger, invincible, quality football. Get rid.
But
Get
this guy.
rid. Deliver or move.
This guy.
400 million. 8
Yeah.
players. And you're still playing draws.
Well, there's a certain guy who spent 1 billion and
I want him gone.
like, so-
I want him gone.
like it was one of those like last season you guys were having a good season. They had a trash season, but in the end, I think they were like 3
Finished it.
points off of you or something like that. so like I'm just saying, like I think it's one of those, man. Like he won them the first Champions League, 4-peat.
Yeah.
Like I think you can't fight. Like you can. I think he's proud enough to walk away. I don't think
Yeah.
he'll. I think he's proud.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
think
he should.
I think Haaland will be the first coach, the first player to ever get Guardiola fired because Haaland, I think, is quickly becoming more important to City as a club and fans than Guardiola. I've said this
Facts.
also to you guys where it's Guardiola bought Haaland to kind of pacify he bought Haaland and Alvarez to pacify the fans and all that stuff and the board and all that stuff because he was very clear about trying to get rid of Aguero's, even doing those fake tier things where it's like we can never replace him and then boom right afterwards he's replaced him, with Haaland, that whole thing, you know what I mean? But then I don't think he anticipated Haaland. I think he thought that Haaland was going to be another Zlatan, where it's like, oh no, this guy is going to flop in my system. Whereas Haaland can't flop, like he can't flop unless it's an injury or whatever. Like he can't. He's just that type of striker, you know. Where like I'll admit it, like he's that good as as a striker. So now I think Guardiola is struggling to get a team that actually operates as an 11. So now he's created the system where it's like, okay, it's going to be us 10, then we're going to knock it to Haaland. And then Haaland always scores, but then that 10 is always now suffering and working. And then last season it was a 9 because there was no Rodri, you know. So fat men. Like they bought Chucky, they
Thank
bought
you.
Ryan, like you know what I mean? Like Reinders, like these guys that are just like these are not Pep players. Like Pep is like he. I think he misses Klopp. I really think he misses Klopp. I think he wants to go and do Trivago ads with Klopp. He wants to go and do like he's tired. He's tired. Like it's over. It's over.
No, he's finished. He's
Yeah,
He's
finished.
finished.
For
Yeah.
me, he thinks that he can keep reinventing football every single season. I mean, he
Mm.
revolutionized things the way that he did, inverting fullbacks, playing kids at left back. I will Rico Lewis at left back and Oscar Bob and all these. Like he's trying to do that too much now. Chief football is very simple. Get defenders that can defend, midfielders that can boss a midfield, wingers that can
Mm.
dribble, and strikers that can score. All you have right now is a striker that can score. Let's not even talk about your defense, right?
what
And your midfield
defense?
is completely imbalanced. There's no balance in that midfield, right? And right now you think that by splashing cash on the backs of Donnarumma, who can't play out from the back, you're going to play your football. Good luck. Good
Yeah,
luck
we're
to you.
gonna see the Donnarumma from AC Milan, not the PSG
Yeah,
Donnarumma.
yeah, I can't wait to see that. Donnarumma playing ball from the back. I can't wait for that. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, Pep didn't address his issues, like we're saying. He doesn't have a midfield, doesn't have a defense. Oh, like there's certain things. He doesn't have a right back. He doesn't have,
Mhm.
you know. In fact, your fullbacks, because I Nuri cool. He's good going forward. He's
Go and
shit at
defend.
defending.
Mm.
On the
He
other
hired
flank,
Pep Linders. How the hell
on the,
you think you're gonna have a great defense? You just hired the guy that was always hindering Klopp. Like we were pushing so forward with like Buvac and Klopp, and then Linders came in, and then we became this leaky mess because of this intensity thing of his like intensity, intensity, intensity. And that's exactly what's happening with Guardiola's City. You can see it where it's just like press, 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 and then they counter. It's like, oh no, who's covering that guy? Oh no, I thought you were covering that guy. Oh no, that's literally Linders right there. Like, as Liverpool fans watching City, it's like watching the Liverpool that the season after we won the Premier League, where it was just like we should be pushing on, but we're not. And what's wrong?
Mhm.
What's happening?
yeah,
We overplaying,
yeah,
and that's what's happening with City.
yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
besides overplaying, I think I also mentioned earlier on, it's that thing of, to your point, there's a Pep way of playing football, right? And then it's this hindrance of this number 9. But the Premier League has adapted to a point where clubs are
Yep.
comfortable to bait the press and then they can play through you easily. And it's something that Pep probably has never, well, catered for. And
Played
more
for.
teams
Yeah.
are able to do it. And not only that, teams are
Mm,
now saying, I would outrun you. I'm going to outwork
mm,
you as well. So then now it becomes a tricky problem to say, like we've mentioned, they left back, right backs. They don't have proper right backs, left backs who do a simple job.
Facts.
Not
mm.
having Rodri as well was a big problem. Now he's back. Is he still going to have that same physicality that he had before? So in short, it's that thing of, yes, keeping the ball, trying to play the Pep football inverted commas, but Premier League teams now are getting more comfortable to bait the press and play through you and easily create chances. Simple as that.
Facts.
yeah.
Facts.
Uh,
You can't bully someone for 5 years straight and not and think they're
No.
not going to train at
yeah,
home for you.
exactly. Exactly. That X3 comes there, the bully must be beaten. Yeah. Just elsewhere as we wrap it up. I mean, Tottenham versus Bournemouth. You know, people were like, "Ah, look at Thomas Frank.
Back to reality.
Two
Back to
games.
Yeah.
reality.
You know, he's got different ways of playing and
That's the
whatever."
Spurs I know.
It's the history of the Tottenham.
That's it. For
So
20 years, they win nothing. They play for nothing important. Facts.
No,
Okay.
shit. I watched
Oh,
that game while you guys were watching United
yeah.
in that nonsense. I watched that game. Tottenham played well. It was very clear that they needed like what they just went and got in a Moani because Richarlison, oh my goodness. Like oh my goodness. I've never seen a forward affect the back line as much as he does. Like if this guy plays bad, it affects the whole team. Like he's
Yeah.
that
Even the bench.
bad. He's
That's
like
the Richarlison.
he's an
That's the Richarlison we
anti-pivot.
know.
You know,
That's the real
100%.
Richarlison.
He used up his juice with that bicycle kick story.
He's
It's
an
like, I'm
anti-pivot.
done
Like
now.
he's terrible. He's terrible, terrible, terrible. And then on his day he's great, but like he's
Yeah.
absolutely terrible. Like he's an anti-pivot, and that's how. And Bournemouth knew that, and then they let Richarlison get the ball as they needed him to get it, and then the squad would go up, and then they would just pick him, and then Semenyo. Oh my goodness, that guy is not going to be at Bournemouth next season. There's no ways.
Yeah,
There's no
Facts.
ways. Like
yeah,
there's no ways.
yeah. No, just to quickly round up the rest of the weekend. Chelsea 2, Fulham 1. VAR Chelsea.
VAR.
100%.
These guys,
Garbage.
these
Game's
guys.
gone.
We need to start investigating here. Sunderland 2, Brentford 1. We've got Everton 3
Jack
away at
Grealish is
Wolves.
bowling out.
Two-
Jack Grealish is
Grealish.
having a good time. Yeah.
Hey, bro,
He's
he's-
having
Amazing what
good
happens when
time.
the players are allowed to play football, huh?
David Moyes is even saying, "Hey, this
David
guy's actually
Moyes.
better than I thought he was."
That sounds like a David Moyes at Man United type soundbite.
And at Leeds holding Newcastle at home. Yeah, that striker business. Isak really screwed them there in terms of just the first couple of games of the season. But that's a conversation for another day. Forest losing to Graham Potter's West Ham 3-0. Graham
That's
Potter. Yeah, he changed the formation. Graham Potter. He saw that his formation was not working, and he changed things
Hey,
around.
there we go. He might have saved his. He might have saved his job. Hey,
Yeah, for sure.
that's how it goes.
Amorim should take notes. I'm just saying.
And lastly, who needs Eze anyways? Crystal Palace at Villa Park 3-0.
Mark Gay's farewell. Hey. That was Mark Gay's farewell time. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those were the games for the weekend.
And he
International.
scored a really and he scored like a really sharp goal, right?
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a player, that guy. He's a proper player.
Mm.
And then Olive did what he did. But anyway, another day.
Well, that's it. Match day 3 done. We're going to the international break. 2 weeks of boring football. We can't wait. There's some juicy ties coming up. The Manchester derby coming up. Arsenal's playing Nottingham Forest at the Emirates. Who's Liverpool playing? Liverpool is playing Burnley away.
Burnley.
Yeah.
Now Foster.
Chelsea's away at Brentford. What other interesting games? Spurs is away at West Ham. What's the London Stadium? Newcastle host Wolves. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll have another Premier League review when the league is back. We'll pop in with we'll fill in with some other content during the international break. Guys, it's been dope. It's been dope. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Keep it locked on the channel. We'll be dropping some stuff. We're going to do a transfer show as well, so keep your eye out on the channel. We'll drop that as well soon. It's been good, gents.
Cheers.
Away.
Thank you.
Yep.